Listen now. Do you ever feel like you're stuck in a role that wasn't meant for you? That you changed to a destiny that you did not want? Like life scripts, it's all being written out for you. And you're just acting it out. Well, there's one reason for this. Society wants you to stay there. From the moment you were born, you came on this world. They started creating a path for you. But the path wasn't meant for you. No, it was meant to make sure you stay comfortable, predictable, very small. And yet, I'm here to tell you, you need to break free. In this video, you learn 6 ways society puts a role on you. But more importantly, how you can break free from those and write your own story. Do you want to be a slave of a writer? Or do you want to be the writer of your story? The choice is yours. But with that, let's get into the 6 points I've prepared for you today. Which, to very quickly by it, are they label you based on your past, they want you to stay predictable, project their fears that they have onto you, benefit from you staying small, school system, and rotate can you make it from, you were never shown an alternative. So with that, let's get to point number 1. So, point number 1. They label you based on your past. Once you've made a mistake, shy, broke a vase, or you tripped over, that's the version they put onto you. You can imagine you've done one singular mistake, or just failed a test. Let's take that. You had a test, and you needed to score like a 60 out of 100. What has happened? You scored a 30 maybe. What's happening now is that you come home, you show, Mom, Dad, I have a 30. Now they've done one thing. They've put you in a box. Well, they will go, you're not the smart type, or you're that shy type, or you're that clumsy type that will always trips over. Eventually, they have just put you in a singular rectangular box. It's not, you cannot avoid it. But why do they do that? Well, people hate when they see someone going like this, while they're staying like this, or either going this. So what's happening? They bring up the old you, how you were, just to make sure you get that moment back. Oh, I was like this, I felt like really miserable. Then you start to overthinking, overcomplicate everything, and bam, you're back at square zero. But why is it important to break free from this? Well, eventually they're controlling you. They're making sure you have this box, which we're really good at nowadays, especially with the LHGTBQ, queer, everything you can name. People want to be put in a box. Why? They want to be outside that box. It's your life. You control where you want to be put at. So if people start mocking you for, you're was the clumsy person. Yes, yeah, I was clumsy. Nowadays, no. Make sure they cannot bring that up anymore. Now, the second point. They want you to stay predictable. Why? Predictability is easier to know what's going to happen. So if they know what you're going to do, if they know what question mark you're going to ask, if they know how you're going to ask it, if they know how you're going to finish the project, take on that project, they can know the results before it is even begun. That's what predictability is doing to you. Now, what it means, people want you to stay that way, so they know what they can expect. Because the moment you change yourself, like myself, I started a YouTube channel, started working out consistently, I started doing everything, and people just assume that it will magically disappear. That's what they're assuming. But if you stay consistent, they have either two choices. They either adapt, which is for them a hard thing because then they need to change everything that I know about you. Because we are designed to be as lazy as hell. Doing the same routine gives comfortability. That's why. So then, what they're going to say, oh, you're too crazy out of your mind, you're going to do that. Did you even thought of how many people even reach that goal? How many times I've heard that. People that say, you never get great with YouTube. You never want to be on it. You're just crazy in your mind that you're doing it. What kind of videos are you making? What is not entertaining, it's not going to get anywhere. Yeah, that may be true. But I do not let others change my life. They choose my life as well. They just say you quit, so they want to bring you down to the old you. So then they have the predictable routine they can follow. That just makes them far more easier. So what you want to do, what I've said in a couple laws ago, stay unpredictable. Then they will have to be on the tippy toes, ready to change direction, even strike back. That's what you want to accomplish with that. And point number 3 is a classic example. It's a well-known example actually, but they project their fears onto you. So what's happening eventually? Well, I will explain it very easily. Well, in the meantime, I'm cleaning my whiteboard. Very useful, you know. Yeah, you're not used to that, so it is an unpredictability for you. To highlight the last point. You come up with a goal, starting your own business. What is the first thing that people say? Too risky, do not even do it. Simple as that. That's what they're all saying. Just too risky, you cannot do it if I could not do it. Which is a very funny quote of my dad. If it was that easy, everyone would do it. I did not say it was hard. I'm only saying it is not impossible. That's the difference. They're just projecting what they could never accomplish. The dreams that they needed to let go of, that's what's happening inside of them. So they want you to bring you down. It is a funny thing with my car. As some of you know, I bought a Tesla. Not to support Elon, I just like his product. But what's happening then is when I went there, I test drove it, and then my mom sent a text message in the family group chat, which he is in love with it. I think he's going to buy it. First reaction I got, he is stupid in his mind that he's going to do that. It are terrible cars and everything. Yeah, that's true. But they could never get it. Even they can They do not want to do it because they do not know what's in it. They're just projecting their fears onto me and saying, no, you should do that. It's the same with buying a more expensive car. They say just stick with a car for 2,000 euros. In that case, if you hit something, if it is a wall, a pit stop with those late things, a pole, a fence, and that way it doesn't feel as bad when with an expensive car. You know what I did? Every time I heard that, alright now, so now my budget went up by 1,000. Want to keep going? And they were looking at me like this. I said, I control my life. I know the risk too. But if I live my life with if this is going to happen, what life am I living? That's what I did. And then they just stopped. Then I showed them the car. And it was like, you've made a good purchase. I said, of course. I've looked at every possibility that could make it more expensive. But no, it's not going to happen. That's what you need to do. Do not project the fears they have onto you. And when those fears get to you, that's the moment you need to cut them. Make sure you have a shield standing here. And if the fears come to you, it will just block. That's what you need to do. And the fourth point is something you see commonly. Friends. Everyone has them. Only there is a difference. When you're the one starting to change, dress better, which for me was just, instead of having big prints on my t-shirt, I just wanted either white or black. Just a classic style. That was what I wanted. Well, everywhere in the stores nowadays, you have, it's too funny for me. You have these emo chicks that come, all spikes here, big eyeliner, overly colored t-shirts, and they go like this. And then I'm looking at them. It is not inviting to even talk with them. It's just so much impact points, so much points of attention. Color here, color there, spikes here, spikes there, spike here. This, you're looking. What? I'm just classical. What I have on right now. Here's a smartwatch with an armband, white t-shirt, and just a pair of dark blue jeans with some shoes, some normal shoes from Skechers. That's what I have. Just normal classical, not anything too fancy. No Gucci, no Louis Vuitton. Please do not give it to me. What's happening when you do that? They say you're fake. You've changed this much. What they really want to do is just bring you down to the old you. Because then it feels like for them that they're superior to you. They are the leaders. Well, you're just their little slave. Because the moment you change, they're looking at themselves. But he is going that way. He is becoming better. While I'm here with the same ugliest shirt, the same insecurities. No one loves me. And then what I want to do is just seek that validation again that they're great. So they want to push you into the ground. Knock you down with every force they have. So what you need to do be that different. You need to live your life. Because otherwise they want you to stay the same. So they won't have the reflection on themselves. School system. I can go about it, but Andrew Tate is right. You can either be with me or against me. But from the moment you're 4 in the Netherlands, you need to go to primary school. Just elementary school, primary school, the first school that you learn to write, do some math, speak. That's what you learn. I agree with that. You need to start somewhere. Then get to high school, middle school, you can name it. That's a moment they project this on you. You follow this study, then you follow that study, then you have this nice piece of paper, then you get a nice job, pay your taxes, retire, and die. That's what they're saying. All the time. Well, here in the Netherlands, the study you have followed is absolutely dog shit. It does not matter. Why? Nowadays, we want experience more. We want to show we are great at this, so why do the fuck I need a study for it? If I show I can do it, if I show I can do it in every situation, why the fuck do you want me to have a study? That's the same with my uncles. They said, you're young, get a study now. Why? I'm wasting 4 years on a piece of dog shit paper that gets me nowhere because in 4 years the value is less than that of experience. Nowadays they ask for 8 years of experience and a master, which is the highest thing you can have. You need to graduate then, you're 24. Then you need to get 8 years of experience to even begin at a beginner's job. Why? That system just puts you in so much visualization that they're trapped, that you cannot think outside of it. It's just a tunnel. This is what you see. No more. No left, no right. This. It goes on for this. Your life has been written out for you. But I said, no, I do not want to. I do not see myself there. And I just know it's rigged. I want to achieve more. Then you need to go the uncomfortable path. And it's the same to do with point number 6. They never show you an alternative. They never show that there is something else. You know what they say? It's a dream. And dreams are meant to be dreams, not to come true. No. Dreams are those things you look at and you wish you become, but you know you could never, ever achieve it. That's what parents are talking to you. You know, you lay there as a 5-year-old in bed and you say, I want to be the wealthiest man on earth. You know what they're saying? Oh, sweet little John. You know what it is? It's a dream. It's a dream that will never come through. You're not meant for it. Just accept it. You're not meant for it. You know? Just keep it as a dream. Maybe one day it will. But no, it will never happen. That's what they're telling you. They're already telling you that you are a piece of dog shit and that you need to follow it. Well, there's one famously quote, I love quotes by the way. Why follow someone's advice that is not at the place you want to be? Think about that. If you want to be the next athlete, the next Ronaldo, Messi, Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, which famous do have? You have the tennis player. You understand. If you want to become that, if you want to be the wealthiest man, the best engineer, ask the people that are at a point you're not at, but you want to go towards that. That's the biggest piece of advice I ever get. That I've gotten, actually. So to recap this whole video, the 6 points, very quick. They label you on your past. Do not care about that. Just show this new version of me, accept it or leave it. Second point, stay unpredictable. Predictability has ruined your life. It's the same with you're at the finishing hours of primary school. So, what study are you going to do? And if you stay that predictable, you say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. No, say, I'm going to start my own business then. Very unrealistic example, but you get the point. Do not follow what they're thinking you're going to do. If someone has never achieved a dream that they have, and they're saying from the first moment, you're not going to make it because it's too risky, you'll lose everything, you're stupid in your mind, then be more risky. Show them the another side of you. Now, the fourth thing, they benefit from you staying small, then they feel superior, that they're great. That's all. Fifth, school system. I do not have to add anything on that. Just finish primary and middle school. And look for those alternative ways if that is your goal. How does a millionaire become a millionaire? Ask them for advice. How have you come to this? What was your path that you achieved this? Do not go ask someone that is not there if you want an alternative way for something. So that are the 6 points that you needed to know. The 6 untold secrets, 6 rules they have put onto you, while you have been obeying them like a little puppy. Think about that. And think about if you want to get somewhere, ask someone that is there and do not follow advice from someone that is not there. That is the big things I ever got as advice, but I still follow. If I see someone who has bought a 300,000 euro car, I ask them, how did you come to this that you're able to afford this? Exactly there at the place I want to be. So why not take advice from them because they've done something right, while others are saying something wrong to me. So follow this, think about this, think about where you want to come, and then you know what path you choose. But keep those 5 main points. You're strictly bound to you. So with that, I hope to see you in my next video.